Let's get it started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of the White Noise Podcast. I'm Rin.
I'm Alan.
And I want to start off. First thing, I did see Toy Story 5. So
It was Loki Buns. I didn't even see it, by the way.
brother. No, it wasn't. Overall, hold on, I gotta pull up I can't remember if I gave it. I gave it a rating. I can't remember if it was what I'm thinking or if it was something else. Let me double check.
Yeah, I gotta do my letterbox because I just ended up watching Obsession. So
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. So overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. It was, not the best Toy Story movie. The best one, definitely in my opinion, still Toy Story 3. It's definitely better than Toy Story 4 was. And it was very emotional. I cried multiple times watching it. It was like very nostalgia, everything, which is exactly what I wanted out of the movie. It does have a really good Pixar moment too.
I think that it goes without saying that all of them are better than Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 was ass.
I will say though, I did rewatch Toy Story 4. It's not that ass.
I just don't. Okay.
Like,
I know
it's
that
not great.
It caters a lot to like little kids and the fact that they have like Forky and whatnot, but like that character it's so buns. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, low-key, if you go back and rewatch it, he's kind of funny.
I don't know.
He's like suicidal the entire movie. That's like the whole thing. That's like essentially what it is, which is just like hilarious.
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
But also, since obviously Toy Story 5 did come out last week, that was one of my picks for the box office draft.
Unfortunately.
And if I go and I look right here, worldwide in its opening weekend, it made $312 million.
Yeah, I might be cooked. Did I end up picking Leviticus? I really hope not. Because
no, you didn't.
Okay, thank goodness.
You picked Doomsday, End of Oak Street, Odyssey, Clayface, and Wildwood. And then I got Brand New Day, Toy Story 5, Minions and Monsters, Dune 3, and Moana live action.
After seeing what Leviticus pulled, I think I might have sold on the Oak Street one. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I told you. It's going to be like a good movie, but it's not going to do well at the box office. Especially compared to like what I picked. Like, you're cooked.
You're cooked. No, you're already pretty in the lead with that one.
But yeah, now that we've got that part out of the way, I did also want to touch on, obviously, I'm repping Spider-Man right now. Spider-Man Brand New Days tickets. Oh, are you gonna show the? Yeah, we went to Little Caesars earlier.
A little box.
Yeah,
we
just new video up on my YouTube channel. Also tomorrow when we upload this podcast episode, so it'll be up on Wednesday. So go check that video out as well.
We tried to get a hat, but they only give them to employees, which is very unfortunate.
Yes, but with Spider-Man Brand New Day, tickets went on sale a week ago today on Wednesday. I did get myself a ticket for the early screening on the Wednesday, so I do get to see it a day early. But, brother,
we're not going to talk about that.
But with that, it took me almost 2 hours of sitting in a queue to get that ticket.
I think that's not worth it.
It was 6 a.m. here where we are that tickets went on sale. I was up at 6, waited in the queue for half an hour. It let me in. I picked my seat, and then it took me to the page. I have the AMC A-list, so I should pay $0 and everything. But it said it's not eligible for that. And I was like, okay, that's fair. It's an early screening for a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
When I used to work at AMC, there was certain movies, mainly the like Marvel movies, that we weren't able to use our free employee tickets for like a week. So I was like, maybe it's just that case, because it's a Spider-Man, it's a Marvel movie, whatever. But then I went to go pay for it, and it said that like the AMC website was down, essentially. So it kicked me out of the queue, put me back into it again, and then I had to wait for an hour. And I think it was literally just because there were so many people buying tickets that it like cooked their whole system.
You ended up picking Brand New Day for your picked in.
Yes.
Yeah, I might be cooked.
Yeah, which I was also going to touch on with that. I don't know if you would have heard how much in its like pre-ticket pre-sales do you think it made estimation wise already?
You know, because of how well like the last movie did, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say like at least a few like a few million, maybe a few 100 million.
40 million in
40 million.
pre-sales.
Okay.
It is the biggest ticket pre-sale since No Way Home.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. It's another Spider-Man.
No way. This was the other thing I was telling you earlier. This is why I think Brand New Day might make more money than Doomsday. Spider-Man No Way Home had 54 million in ticket pre-sales in like the same time frame as Brand New Day.
Yeah.
So it's only 14 million more. But they also had IMAX screens for No Way Home. Brand New Day does not have IMAX screens. Doomsday does not have IMAX screens. And I think Brand New Day is, I'm going to say this right now, full confidence, it's making over $2 billion. Yeah. I think it's making more than Doomsday. Just based off that fact that it's the highest ticket pre-sale since No Way Home. And that was only by about 10 million.
I mean, just with that alone, I don't think any of my picks are going to go past like $1 billion.
Doomsday is. Okay. For sure. I think Odyssey also for sure is.
I just don't know because of that jump that you'll have with Brand New Day. And also, like, I think I underestimated how much people actually enjoy, like, you know, nostalgia when it comes to, like, movies. Moana might cook.
Yeah. Well, and with Doomsday, I do think that will still also make over 2 billion. But maybe. I think it's gonna be like an Infinity War Endgame situation where like Infinity War made like 2.2 billion, and then Endgame went on to make 2.8. I think Doomsday is gonna make like around that like 2.1 billion, and then I think Secret Wars is gonna make like 3. I think it'll be the first $3 billion movie.
How much did Fantastic Four make? Do you know?
Like 600 million, I want to say.
Okay.
It was the only... I don't think it ended up actually being, like, profitable, quote-unquote, based off of all of this stuff with, like, what's it called? Why can't I think of words? Marketing.
Yeah.
Like, I think just based off the marketing costs and everything, it didn't quite break even or like, make profit.
Yeah.
But I think it broke even. Or 520 million worldwide.
That's a lot less than I expected. But then again, like, I guess
Fantastic... It also, the highest grossing superhero movie of last year was Superman. And that was 670.
Okay.
Dog, and I didn't mean to do that. Okay.
But I mean, I think a lot of the reason why Fantastic Four might have also not done well, like as well as it could have, probably because of like the negative stigma behind the other Fantastic Four movies.
I think it's also just because it was a couple weeks after Superman.
True.
Like I think they just tried to rush it.
True. I thought the movie was great.
Honestly, yeah, I mean it was a good movie. But like I mean same thing with like Thunderbolts. I feel like Thunderbolts honestly should have made more money because it was also a good movie. It was like on the same level as Fantastic Four for me.
Yeah.
I saw it more times than Fantastic Four as well.
I did not see Thunderbolts, so I don't. I can't say for it.
Well, we're gonna have to watch it coming up. So it was good. It was one of my favorite MCU movies.
I think that we actually don't have to watch it because
we do.
Oh shit, because I said so actually. So
yeah, but also with tickets and stuff going on sale, there was a new trailer released as well. Have you seen that new trailer?
I've not.
Do you want to come over here and we'll watch the trailer on the podcast real quick?
Dude, this is gonna be fun. I'll try.
Here.
The desk is all over, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock your Red Bull over.
Okay. All right. This is so like unconventional, but we're gonna pull up Let me see. A New Day? What the hell is that?
Spider-Man, A New Day.
Okay, yeah, this is the new one. Oh man, a fucking ad.
Dude, why are your earbuds so ass?
Because they're not meant for like normal watching, but
What is happening?
yeah, dude, this trailer, it's so fire.
I'm losing my mind.
Dude, just dog. Like,
I'm
look at this
totally
shit.
out of control.
Dude, like, what the
I gotta
fuck?
fix whatever this is right now.
Dude.
Final semester MIT.
Yeah, Scorpion's
Dad, who do you
cooked.
think is actually
Tombstone's
watching
cooked. Everyone's cooked.
Well, bye, someone.
And then his organic webs.
Dr. Banner, you found a way to suppress
That's good.
mutating DNA, right?
If you see me with this stuff, run.
And then I already know that the Bruce Banner, Peter Parker interactions are gonna
Get
be
rid of the
key.
bad aspects, but keep the good.
How would you decide? What part
And like the
make feel good or
swinging,
bad?
like the practical swinging is just so awesome.
It looks really good.
You're
Yeah.
not one of my students.
I'm
are you?
so glad they changed everything to practical because it was all CGI before, and now it's
One we
just
can't
all
even see.
practical and it's just fucking great.
Makes it look a lot more good. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the
You're the only one
suit,
who's
the
immune
fact
to
that you
it.
can see the wrinkles and stuff is
You're the only one who
great.
can sense it.
And then like I saw people comparing this to
What do you think I'm
Insomniac
looking
Spider-Man, the whole thing with the helicopter
See, you
there.
stumbled across my board.
And dude,
I'm
low
not one of
key,
those weirdos, I swear.
if we
He's
get a
literally-
scene like that, have you played the game?
I have
two don't know
not
each other?
played either.
We might have to do that because we could start a Patreon,
okay?
Good.
and then we could play like games and stuff on there.
I might go see how MJ's doing.
You're not gonna get
Yeah,
away with
dude.
this.
And then all the Hulk stuff,
he
dude.
might.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't know you could get that big.
dude, he's cooked.
But you're in danger. You just have to trust me.
Fine. This whole thing can get really scary.
Who the hell is that?
Like it looks so good.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
By the people who love you. Just gonna let him go on
And like
top?
that scene, dude. Oh my
Love you
god.
because you're you.
And the hands, dude. They're cooking. They're genuinely so cooking.
No matter how powerful you become.
I cannot wait for this
I
movie.
miss you, mate.
Great.
Yeah, genuinely. Like I think right now my record for movies I've watched the
All right,
most,
just give me a
or
sec.
I guess I'll say that after this. But
me a
dude,
sec.
you could see his ear in the
I'm
suit
not high
too,
school anymore.
and like that, like it's just such a cool
Did you
aspect.
stretch? You a big stretcher? It's so good for you.
And the
You ready?
quippiness, dude. Peak Spider-Man. Peak Spider-Man. Yeah, like
That
they're
looks-
cooking.
That looks
They
amazing.
are cooking.
Yeah, I'll have to get my ticket sometime for it. I'm not going to the early release because
We'll definitely have to go Thursday.
I still do want to see it. Like, it looks amazing.
I mean, we have to go Thursday so that we can review it on the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
We'll go after work.
yeah.
Or after my work, sorry, but...
But yeah, no, dude, like, and the thing is too, with that trailer, there's also TV spots. They're like the little like TV commercials.
Yeah.
Where it basically plays that whole trailer, but there's also a couple of different scenes. Like there's one scene with, I don't know if you know the villain Ramrod.
I think I've heard it.
But so there's a comic cover of him running into a brick wall that Spider-Man like jumps over him and stuff. That scene is in one of the TV spots. Like how in the first trailer there was the boomerang and the tarantula and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but it's with Ramrod. So there's going to be like a whole bunch of scenes like that, I'm assuming. And it might be like a flashback kind of thing, like showing like what he's been doing like near the beginning of the movie. But then there's also another scene in one of the TV spots where he's in front of like a classroom and he's getting like a shot, and then the teacher like goes to stick the needle in his arm and it like bends the needle and it doesn't go into his arm.
That's a really cool scene.
And dude, like, bro, this movie's gonna be so good.
I'm just like... So the whole thing with his now organic webs, similar to Toby's,
Yeah.
and then like... But his whole eye thing, is he turning more spider than man at that point?
I don't know.
Because there is that whole like the man spider.
Well, we had a quick cut there. But what I've seen is obviously there's the man spider idea. Possibly symbiote is something that I
doesn't
think
look
too.
symbiote.
No, but it could just be like the way
Could
they
be, yeah.
decide to do it. Another thing that I've seen someone say was, which I honestly thought was like low-key kind of a good theory. I wish I could remember their name. If I do remember it, I will like put their like @ and stuff on the screen to like give them credit for this theory. But they were essentially saying that since in No Way Home, right, the spell, like Wong talks about how like it's not just fully magic, like it's part science, that whole like memory forgetting spell.
Change
And
his
so-
DNA. and
Well,
stuff.
so what it did when they had it remove Peter Parker was that Peter Parker no longer existed in that universe, but he still did, because obviously like the Tom Holland version of him still exists there.
Yeah.
But to the universe, he doesn't exist as well. So then what it's doing is it's pulling what Peter Parker Spider-Man is from all these different universes and kind of merging it into one person. And so it's altering him based off that. And so like that's why he's got the organic webs like Toby did, is because it's pulling like, oh, this other Spider-Man had this thing. So yeah, this is what he's supposed to have. And so it's kind of doing that kind of thing, which honestly is a low-key kind of cool theory. I do highly doubt that that is what they're doing.
I feel like at that point though, it would also kind of mess with the whole Spider-Verse thing of like canon events and whatnot.
What I do think it is that like one of the big things coming up is X-Men, right?
Yeah.
The mutants.
Yeah.
In the comics and stuff, there is a lot of debate with different like issues and things like that of if Spider-Man is a mutant or a mutate, because the mutates are like the Fantastic Four, where like things mutate afterwards.
Yeah.
The mutants are the ones that are born with the gene. And so that's like the whole thing. Like a lot of people think that Spider-Man is just a mutant,
But he
but
wasn't
he
born with
is technically a mutate.
it. Yeah, he was bitten
But
by
it
a
would
spider.
also be really interesting if they made him a mutant, because like that was one thing that I like had thought about, and I was like, low key, they've never done that before. But it would be kind of fire if they had it be like, once he got bit by the spider, it wasn't the spider that gave him his powers. It was the spider that activated his X gene that made him a mutant, and he had these spider mutant powers because of that or whatever.
Maybe.
Or it could just be them like kind of doing this whole like Peter Parker no more storyline, having him like fully just going in on Spider-Man, and then because of that he's starting to have his like powers kind of mutate and like change and just make him more spider-like rather than more human.
I mean, it went along with what you were saying about like
Yeah.
the whole like the universe
Peter
forgot
Parker.
Peter
no more.
Parker.
Yeah.
Although
apparently also they did reveal in an interview at Tom Holland in Tom Holland fashion said something that he probably wasn't supposed to say. There is someone that remembers who Peter Parker is. That is what he said. And I'm assuming it's
the
going to be
whole-
Sadie Sink's character.
Really? You think so?
Because she, like, I'm going to assume she's Jean, and that she's the one that's going into the mines and stuff. And that whole scene where they were, like, talking, and they're like, oh, I'm going to go see MJ. Like, how is she going to know who MJ is if she doesn't know that he's Peter and, like, all of this stuff happened?
True. See,
Because that could also tie in with the multiverse, where, like, it's like, for whatever reason, the multiverse brought in or like created these mutants, something like that.
I was gonna say it would be like the Hulk, because I don't remember where it's from.
Yeah, that there is a panel of that, which I
But,
mean that
like-
would be cool if they did that too.
Because
but-
technically they're two different things entirely. Because you can see it with in Endgame, where I forget what it is, but the main guy in the Doctor Strange, what is it freaking called? I'm blanking.
what?
The like time building
Sorcerer
thing.
Supreme?
Yeah, the Sorcerer Supreme, where he pushes Bruce and Hulk like
Oh,
out.
yeah, the ancient one or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I forgot what her name was.
the bald head lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I
Well,
would
because
say
that's like the whole thing with Hulk is that like in the comics, it's basically like DID. Because another thing with that too is that apparently Gray Hulk is supposed to be in the movie.
okay.
which in the comics, Grey Hulk is basically like a DID alter ego of the Hulk named Joe Fixit. And then he's just gray. And so like I feel like it would be cool if they kind of went down that route and they actually did the DID stuff, because they've kind of touched on it a little bit before, but never fully gone into it.
They talk a lot, like, I feel like where it mostly comes into play is kind of it's in one of the Avenger movies, I think, but it's where like Bruce is struggling to control the Hulk because he struggles with both identities kind of, but it's just like that's kind of one of the things that makes me think that like a person that would be the Hulk, not Bruce himself, but the Hulk. But at the same time, I mean, everyone forgets Peter Parker, so they would probably include it. So
yeah,
it would make more sense why it would be Jean.
Yeah, which I mean, either way, it would be really cool. But then also, not only did I see Toy Story 5 last week, I did see
a lot of movies.
I saw Girls Like Girls,
I saw the trailer for
Leviticus,
that.
and I also saw Death of Robin Hood. So I'll quickly just give my ratings on all of those.
I do want to know about Girls Like Girls.
Yeah, Girls Like Girls was decent. Overall, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Like, it was still good. The beginning of it is very slow, but the ending, like the last 25 minutes, is like perfect. It's like so good. But I also did really like the whole point of the movie, like it's called Girls Like Girls. It's like about like lesbians and stuff, right? Are like not like that. The way I said that sounded really mean, but
them struggling with them coming out.
Well, not really. Like it's
that's how they made it seem.
There's part of that, but it's like it's the whole thing about the story is basically like showcasing what it feels like to love someone. But they also show that in different ways and by like different means, which I really, really liked. Because like there's a whole thing with like the main girl and her dad. And so it kind of shows like showcasing like the relationship that you have when you like love a family member.
Yeah.
But then there's also stuff with like a friend group. And it's like the love that you share with your friends. But then also like the love that you share with someone that you like want to be with romantically. And so like they do a good job at showcasing the difference between all three and like the struggles that someone can have with having thoughts that maybe are like romantic, but you think they should be friends, like things like that. Like that is a thing that happens, but it's near the end that they kind of do the like struggling to like come out and like becoming okay with their identity.
Yeah.
But it's not the main girl that has that.
See, I don't know. I saw the trailer when I went because I saw Obsession yesterday.
Yeah.
But I mean, the trailers it made it feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you give Obsession real quick?
I would say Obsession is probably like a 9 out of 10 for me. I got scared. I'm not gonna lie.
I think on the first episode I talked about Obsession, right?
Yeah.
I said it was either 9 or 9.5. I think 9.5.
This movie, it was great. Like,
yeah.
I like Backrooms for its psychological, but this one definitely felt more like horror. Like, it had me sweating, and I just thought that the character was really great. The story progression was really great. And it still does make you do like a lot of thinking in it, which I did like. You know, I'm not a fan of some of the scenes in it just because it's like, well, I like the movie, and it's just like some of the characters, some of the things they did made me upset because I don't know, it just pissed me off.
Yeah.
But then we had like,
but that's like you're supposed to feel. Like
yeah,
that,
yeah. The movie does have some funny bits in it. I think the worst part about this movie was watching the movie itself. Movie etiquette in that theater was so bad. People just laughing and talking the entire time. People were flashing their lights. It's like, it was awful. But
yeah,
movie itself, I would give a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, and then next one, I'll do Leviticus. Also decent. I did like it more than Girls Like Girls. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was overall pretty good. The main issue I had with it though was the entity that they have. very lackluster. Like they could have done so much more with it, but like it's kind of like barely in the movie, to be honest.
Okay.
Which I do understand kind of now that I'm like looking back on it. Because it's like that psychological aspect of like, oh, you have this thing following you rather than like seeing it everywhere. You're like, shit, when is it gonna show up again? Oh shit, is this it? Is this it? Is this it?
From the trailers, it made it seem like it was more of like a, almost like a mental entity, if that makes sense. Like
It is. It's
quite literally just fucking with your brain,
yeah.
rather than out there to kill people. Like,
Well, but it's both.
really,
Like it fucks with you, but it's also like trying to kill you, and it
That's
tries to
crazy.
kill you by fucking with you. But yeah, the other thing that I fucking hated about that movie was the dialogue. The dialogue is so dog shit in that movie. It's so bland, and like it's just like I don't know what the fuck they were like thinking when they were writing the actual lines.
They did the same thing that Stranger Things did. They just cooked it up on Chat GPT.
And then Death of Robin Hood was my least favorite movie that I saw last week. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Shit was boring as fuck. Not even gonna lie, I fell asleep 2 different times watching that movie.
It looks okay. It doesn't look like the best, I'll be honest.
Well, because like there's barely any action in it. I expected there to be more shit. When it does have the action, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
The dialogue in that movie also is fucking bad, and I've seen people praising it. It was not good. It was bad. The dialogue sucked.
Yeah.
It was like super bland, dull performances, honestly. And like, I don't really blame the actors for that. I blame the fucking writing of the movie. But overall, like it looked good. Like the cinematography was good, the visuals were good, but like it wasn't enough to salvage the movie, and it was just boring.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I really had high hopes for it. It didn't seem like a
No.
movie that
No.
I would have watched. But to each their own, I guess.
Yeah. And last thing real quick before we go into agree disagree. I saw this morning. I know last episode we talked about horror movies a little bit and
Yeah.
how you said horror movies are like your favorite.
Yes.
Have you watched any of the Blair Witch movies?
I watched the original and then I watched the remake.
Did you enjoy them?
I enjoyed the original a bit more, but I enjoyed them both. Yeah. I think that they're probably not like my favorite horror
Yeah.
movies, but I still thought
They're
were
my
pretty decent.
favorite found footage horror movies.
Found footage wise, I would say the original was better, yeah.
Yeah. What would you say if I told you there's a new Blair Witch movie coming out in September of next year?
I think it really just depends on how they do it, because if we're going based off of the remake of the original, if they come with like that kind of route, it's like,
I don't think they're gonna do a remake. I think it's gonna be like a continuation.
No, not like they're gonna do a remake, but if it like is similar to how they did the remake,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
then it's kind of like But if they like actually make it
Like, if
feel
they try to cut.
uneasy, like if they do good with it, I think it'll be a really good horror movie. Because
Yeah.
I really did like the found footage-esque like vlog kind of like deal with it.
Yeah. And I feel like they could also modernize it too, which would be cool.
Good.
So, whatever production company it is that does Blair Witch, if you're watching, invite us to the premiere. Right? No, I'm just
No, they're gonna
watch it happen.
They're gonna kill
Dude,
us.
That would be goated.
I see. I just, now that you say that, I am worried they're gonna mess it up and they're gonna do the same thing they did with the remake. Is it being made by the same people?
I'm not sure. All I know is that it's coming out in September, like end of September next year.
I just really hope they try hard for this one.
Yeah.
Because they could be a really good movie. It could be pretty mid movie too, though. So
Yeah. I don't think it'll be bad. I think it'll just either be mid or it'll be good.
yeah, I think either way I'm gonna watch it. But
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's get into agree disagree. I'll let you start.
okay, so fortunately, I don't have any agree or disagrees this time. However, I did want to ask. So, seeing as we both now watched Obsession,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing with a One Wish Willow?
Ooh. Damn, that's a good question.
I've been thinking about this since I saw it because it's just like,
yeah,
you could go like the simple
it's like
route, but
you could
like,
go the Ian route, get the money. I definitely wouldn't do anything like what fucking Bear did.
Okay, well,
'cause,
he's
like,
just stupid.
That's awful.
I just hated his whole attitude during. He's like, yeah, I know this is so wrong, but let's keep doing it anyways, and I won't tell anyone until
Yeah.
it's too late.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, Nikki's acting so weird, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, you know what, low key? If I had the One Wish Willow, I would wish to be invited to any movie premiere that I wanted. Ever. Like, for the rest of my life.
Like, anytime you ever
Yeah.
wanted
Like,
it,
if
it would
there's a
just be
movie
like,
that's coming, like,
you're
oh,
immediately
Spider-Man's coming
invited.
out, boom, I get an invite to the premiere.
That's cool.
Because I
Okay.
love movies, and so, like, dude, that's an experience that I want to have at some point in my life. So I would wish for that. That or go the Ian route and just wish for like fucking $1 trillion or some
Yeah.
shit.
But then I was talking about this with Keelan, and it was, well, if you did that, you would have to be pretty specific with how
Yeah.
you word it, because if you just ask for $1 billion, that's dirty money. If you go and try and bring that into a bank, they're gonna be like, "Where did
Yeah.
you get all
And
of
your
this?"
taxes on it and everything.
Like, but if you also say wire it into my bank account just automatically, well, they see someone get you like $1 trillion. Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, and like it just wouldn't make sense. So you would have to be like super specific about, give me this
Like,
money,
give me
make it
$1,000
clean,
a day.
and make everyone not remember like that I'm not a trillionaire. Like, just make this inconspicuous.
Yeah.
So I would probably go a similar route as Ian, if I had nothing else I wanted. But all in all, I would probably just wish to be like, it sounds like stupid, but I would honestly probably wish to be medically fine for the rest of my life. That way I wouldn't have to deal with like,
That's good. That's actually good. Yeah.
it's like kind of boring, but like then I don't have to worry
But
about
yeah, you don't have to
cancer,
worry about-
don't worry
yeah.
about like
Any other
Alzheimer's,
diseases.
dementia, heart
Dude,
failure. Like,
you,
I'm
you
good.
wouldn't have to go to the doctor, dentist, anything like that anymore. You don't need insurance.
And I'm not saying like I would want to be immortal, because I don't. But I don't want to have to be sick at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like, especially once you start getting up in like your 50s, if I don't have any medical
Yeah.
issues
Dog, you
at
wouldn't
all,
need a
I'd be cooking.
colonoscopy.
I would be cooking. I would be free. But
Yeah.
that is what I would do.
All right. So I do have agree disagrees. So my first one, Robert Pattinson should be the DCU's Batman, the James Gunn DCU's Batman.
I gotta look up. Man, I always mix them up. Hold up.
From the Batman, the 2022 Batman. That Batman should be the Batman in the DCU, alongside like David Cornsweat Superman. Because there is no current cast announced of who will play Batman.
We should get Jensen Ackles.
Dude, low key, that's my fan cast for Batman. Because he's voiced Batman before,
He has.
so.
He has.
And I fucking love Jensen Ackles.
Okay. I'm trying to remember.
I literally showed you his suit last episode.
I know. Trying to remember him and Christian Bale.
Christian Bale is the Dark Knight.
I know that.
With Heath Ledger.
I think I would. Okay. So your question was, Robert Pattinson should be next Batman?
Yes. Yeah. Agree or disagree, Robert Pattinson should be the Batman that is in the DCU with James Gunn.
3, 2, 1.
Full disagree.
I-
Full disagree. Hold on. I probably should put it over here because of the way that it's going to get cut. But yeah, full disagree.
I did agree with this. Okay. I will let you know. I haven't seen too much DC. I would say I'm probably below like a casual watcher of DC stuff. So I can't say that like I have the opinion of every Batman that's been played by someone. I
Yeah.
think that he still did do a decent job,
I'm not saying that. I think he did a good job.
but there are others that are better.
But I think for the sake of not having the issue of continuity, because the Batman is still going to be separate forever and always. That is not going to be like they're not just going to immediately be like, oh yeah, no, the Batman, that's canon to the James Gunn DCU now.
Okay,
Like,
if we're
that
talking
is
about
going to
canon,
stay
then
its
yeah.
own. But having him just be the one who's going to play Batman going forward
Yeah.
in the DCU, I feel like continuity-wise, it would mess it up because they're not going to make the Batman canonized into James Gunn's DCU because it is Elseworlds. They've explained that explicitly that it is Elseworlds, and it makes sense to be Elseworlds.
Yeah, okay. I mean, if you're going that way, then yeah, I would think I would agree with your take on it.
Also,
I
Matt
just
Reeves, the director, he doesn't like the like metahuman stuff and like the like more mystical, like magical route of Batman. That's why he's done more grounded shit.
so it's
Like
kind of
that's why
similar.
like Penguin was the villain of the Batman, and then like we're gonna have like Two-Face for sure, moving forward with this new movie. But like that's also one that's like you can have that still kind of grounded in reality.
So it's similar to
like-
like what I said last time about like how Marvel is more of that kind of like extra terrestrial kind of stuff, like mutants, just kind of powers, magical stuff compared to DC's like kind of
Yeah,
like darker
well, but-
themes.
I wouldn't even say it's DC that has the darker themes. It's just Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
Because then you've got like Superman, who's like literally an alien, and there's like Martian Manhunter, also literally an alien. There's like
Yeah.
Zatanna with magic and like things like that.
I would definitely say Marvel has more of that kind of magic though to it.
Yeah,
DC does still
they've
have
got
like powers and
Constantine
stuff.
in DC.
True. I did like what's his name? Pattinson's.
Yeah.
I liked his acting as Batman.
Yeah, I like him as Batman, and I like it being its own separate thing.
But
I do
you
like
don't-
the vibe that they have with the Batman, but I think that needs to be adjusted to fit still with the like James Gunn DCU.
Okay.
Like I don't think the armor suit looks good on Batman when he's standing next to David Cornsweat Superman wearing the bright blue with the red trunks and everything.
More classic. Yeah. Okay, I
Like
see.
going the like as I've said multiple times before, I've said it on this podcast too. I want to see the navy blue and gray suit for Batman, like because that's the suit that he has in the Brave and the Bold run.
But you gotta like what I feel about the navy suit is that it's my issue with it is it's hard to replicate in real life on somebody because
I don't think so though.
I just feel like sometimes it looks almost too cartoonish if it's not done right, which I think they could do
Yeah.
it right. It just
I also
It's-
honestly I wouldn't mind like here, like sort of this kind of thing. Here, let me show it to the camera if it wants to focus.
yeah, I mean
But like with
That wouldn't
this
be
like
bad.
the gray and the black, like I wouldn't mind that.
gray and black,
Fine.
that one I can understand. It's
Yeah.
just like so when I think about like the navy one, I think about his
Yeah,
like
I mean here I'll pull it up while you're talking. So
I
can
think
show you
about
exactly
the,
what I'm
like,
thinking.
1900 I think it's like 1960s.
The Adam West Batman.
Yeah, like the very comedy based one. So that's what I think about when I think about that suit, which kind of like almost skews it from being like
This is the
good.
type of suit I'm talking about.
I can see it, you know.
Which like that dude, it's such a good suit.
I just I just get worried that like it would get messed up and then it would be kind of like I don't know,
That is valid.
too not Batman to be Batman.
Yeah, no.
But then
I
again,
mean, I
that's
will say
kind of
that's
like
valid.
it's kind of like their own doing as well for making Batman over the years just kind of like more and more bulky and dark rather than like
Yeah, I
keeping
think.
his like casual comic
Yeah,
look.
like they just try to make him more realistic, quote unquote.
Yeah, because I do understand to a degree. I mean, this man is just a man
Yeah,
with a lot of money and like he's fighting super villains and shit.
yeah,
Yeah. So he's got to have like a lot of muscle on him. But even so, But Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from with it.
Yeah. Well, your second question.
Second question. Okay. Now that you've seen Toy Story 5,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not doing agree or disagree because I just don't have a lot of them prepared today because it's hard to keep agree or disagree
Yeah.
on some stuff. Would you say that it is on par with Toy Story 3, or do you think it's above or worse?
It's definitely worse.
I would you say that that's just because of the nostalgia, or would you say that that's genuinely
it's-
just based off of how the movies are themselves?
I think it's just genuinely based off the movies. Like, I think I said this the first episode. Lotso is one of the best villains in movies ever.
I think
like-
in the Toy Story movies, yeah.
Yeah, like Toy Story 3 is just such a strong movie. Like, the way I rank it, bottom is Toy Story 4, then it's 5, then it's 2, 1, 3.
So you think the trio, the trilogy original, is better than the next two?
Yeah, and which I think
I can agree
visually
with that.
4 and 5 are the best visually looking, and I would even put 3 up there and say 3 is definitely not the best visually, but I would say it's probably better than 4 visually,
You definitely have to take it
and
with
not
like
as good as 5.
you have to take it with a grain of salt though, because those movies
Yeah,
are made
I mean,
way
like
earlier,
the fact that like the first Toy Story was 30 years ago is insane.
and it still holds up
And
like
it's,
pretty
yeah,
decently.
it still looks good.
Like, of course, like there's some things that aren't like great, but
Yeah.
you know that's kind of what's expected.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I would definitely say it's not anywhere near the quality of the first 3, but it's
Okay.
definitely not bad by any means. Like the first 3 are just of such high quality that it's like kind of hard to beat them, especially moving forward when you're kind of just having to rinse and repeat the same story.
Yeah. One is definitely like, I think Toy Story 1 is always rememberable. Then I would put, I think in order of the trilogy, I would put it like 3, I would put 2 in third place. 2 for me is the most forgettable. Like, it's still like a great movie, and it
Yeah.
has a bunch of cool like characters. The villain, you know, the curator, he's like, is that what his name is? The collector, right?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
no, I mean, I don't think that's
I
what
don't
his-
remember what his name is,
He
but
was like Al or something.
yeah, I think that's right. But I mean, even then, it's like,
I mean, that's when Jesse got introduced too, was in 2.
which is good, but it's forgettable compared to the like 1 and 3, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I would
And
put it
I
like
think-
2, 1, 3.
2's the one where they have like the whole thing with the plane
Ye-
too.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'd say that's one of the strongest scenes of all of Toy Story.
Yeah.
Is that. And then I mean like 1 just has so many iconic moments too.
I think 3 just kind of like it trumps the rest of
Yeah.
them.
3 like story wise, visuals, characters,
It still
everything.
keeps,
It's just
like,
peak.
it keeps the original like Toy
Yeah,
Story
the original
theme,
like vibe, feel.
but it puts it in a new setting,
Yeah.
which is exactly what they should be doing. 4, like they tried to do the same thing, but it didn't feel the
Yeah,
same.
it just didn't hold up.
I haven't seen 5, so I can't say on it, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean the trailers look good, but I don't know if I'll watch it. Oh, and then after this we gotta talk about Captain America, 'cause we did end up watching that, and Iron Man as well.
Yeah. Well, so my second agree disagree. Batman has a better rogues gallery than Spider-Man does.
Rogues Gallery? What does that mean?
Like the villains.
Oh, okay.
Like for Batman, you've got like Clayface, Two-Face, Riddler,
the Condiment
Joker.
King,
Yeah, I mean, yes, technically, Man-Bat,
Polka Dot Man.
and then like, I don't. Is he a Batman villain?
he's a DC villain.
I know he's DC. I don't think he's
think
Batman,
though.
Harley Quinn, all that stuff, and then like Spider-Man, you've got like
Scorpion.
Scorpion, Electro, Sandman, Green Goblin, etc. So
I think
Batman's Rogues Gallery is better than Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. I'm ready whenever you are.
I gotta think about this one. Hold up. That's kind of tough because they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
They both have a
They
pretty
have the
decent
best
lineup.
rogues galleries, but like the two of them have the two best rogues galleries of any comic book character. I don't give a fuck what anyone else tries to say.
Yeah. Okay. So Batman is better than Spider-Man.
Batman has
Their
better
rogue gallery,
villains
yeah.
than Spider-Man.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Fully agree.
I would agree with
Fully
that.
agree.
I would say my take on that is when I'm thinking about it, they have pretty similar villains, and like you can compare like, Doc Ock, not Doc Ock, Crocodile to like, you know, I know he's not technically a villain,
Yeah.
but the Hulk, because he's kind of like he can be an antagonist sometimes.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, you could even do that compared to Lizard.
Yeah. I mean, and then you have like people like Clayface, you can put that with Sandman. But I feel like it's what separates the two really is the backstory.
Yeah, I think the backstory of Batman villains is just
Like-
like they're all so peak.
and they really go into it too. Like Spider-Man villains, like as you see in like No Way Home, Electro, they kind of just like brush over his backstory. He's like, yeah, I fell into a pool of like
Yeah.
whatever.
Electric
yeah.
eels.
Which is like, that's cool, but why are you after, you know, Spider-Man for that? Which I mean they do explain, but it's like
Yeah,
compared
but it's
to,
like a
like-
it's weak compared to
like
fucking
Penguin or Two-Face.
yeah, or what's it, Dr. Freeze?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Dr. Freeze.
Yeah, but his backstory, dude, one of the saddest fucking backstories in
Even
like,
Joker.
comics.
Like even Joker has
Joker's backstory, there's like 4 different versions of it.
even
It's like
though-
there's no true backstory to Joker.
Yeah.
Like it's just he fell into a vat
yeah.
of shit one day and then now he's all like fucked up.
And then now we got the Clayface movie coming out. Like that's gonna
Yeah.
be peak.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to villains in general, I just like that Batman expands on its villains rather than just like, oh yeah, these are the guys you're fighting.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right. Your final question
my final question.
for your final challenge.
See, okay, so hold up. I'm thinking. So, when it comes down to it, another obsession question, right?
Okay.
For that end scene, what do you think the wish was?
The same wish that Bear did for her.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. I think Curry Barker even said that's what it was.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I'll get a new question then. Because I mean,
Well, no. What did you think it would have been?
I think that it was just like that he wouldn't kill himself.
I did see people say that,
Because it's like,
but I don't know if Curry Barker did say.
but at the same time, now
whether
that
or
I'm
not,
thinking about it
but
though, like
yeah,
when he did his whole pill thing,
I mean
to
he
spit
still
it,
died.
he tried to spit it out, and then all of a sudden, he didn't
Yeah.
because he went out and saw her, and then they hugged and everything. So I think you're right with that.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. That whole scene was like, it's kind of
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's because I mean he went to go pull the trigger, he couldn't, and so then he went and he took the pills, and then he was like, "Shit, I can't do this shit," and so then he
It's
tried
too
to
late.
stop it, and then because of the wish, he wasn't able to.
Yeah.
Which I think was like a perfect way to end the movie. Apparently, there's also a lot of extra stuff that they did, and there is a director's cut that is supposed to come out at some point.
Okay. I will
That
have
has
to
like
keep
more
updated
scenes
on that.
because originally the movie was supposed to be NC-17,
Okay.
and they had to cut stuff out,
Okay.
and that should be in the director's cut. Which
I'll
would
have
be
to
really
keep
interesting.
updated on that because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that seems.
So
awesome.
if that does come out, we should definitely talk about it.
Yeah. Anyways, your last question.
My last one. WALL-E is the best Pixar movie of all time.
Okay. That one can go two ways, right?
Well, yeah, it's agree or it's disagree.
I'm not fucking talking about that. Shit.
And I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Agree.
I would agree with that.
Yep.
Okay, what's your reasoning though?
Just everything about, like, every time I rewatch that movie, like, it's just such a good movie. The animation, beautiful. The effects that you see, like, humans had on Earth is just, like, so crazy. And then you see, like, Wally being more human than the actual humans, which is, like, insane. Like, seeing a robot
Yeah.
that's, like, more human and, like, more wanting to keep everything, like, livable and all of that stuff, and just seeing, like, the impact, and then seeing him, like the whole thing between him and Eva, great. Or I guess Eve.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
calls her Eva, but
See, my main reason for saying that is because almost every Pixar movie is just a different point in time, and it's an entire timeline. And Wally just happens to be like one of the end like things for. I think it is the
Yeah.
end because it's like way far in the future where big company
yeah.
completely kills everything. And I think just having that level of just like in what would be the word for that, like entwined kind of deal.
Yeah, like having this, like, intertwined universe.
Yeah. I think that's what makes it so special, along with everything you said.
Yeah.
I think
mean, and just, like, the whole thing with, like, the humans being, like, brainwashed and stuff, and them, like, coming to,
yeah,
and then seeing Earth and everything for the first time, which is, like, insane.
yeah, it definitely does. Make the movie more special.
Yeah.
It gives like a special insight into like even just like the world we live in all honesty.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's a great movie. Anyways, so you want to talk about our watches? We watched these last night at like midnight.
Yeah. So Captain America, I guess we'll do out of 10, rating out of 10. We'll go 3, 2, 1, 7. 7 out of 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're both 7 out of 10. It's a good movie. While we were rewatching it, I realized how fucking bad the CGI is, like, near the end.
It did not
when,
hold
like,
up well.
Yeah, the CGI it looks bad. Which, I mean, like, again, it was also 15 years ago that this movie came out, so, like, you can't really do anything about it.
It definitely, like, I think what saves it is because it is a classic. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some cool moments
it
in
never was, nor was ever going to be the best Captain America movie either.
but it sets a good ground point.
Yeah, it's a great starting point for, like, establishing the timeline of the MCU as well.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't the first movie, but it's, like, the first movie chronologically.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you're able to pick up on after watching all the other like Avengers and just general MCU movies. So that was nice. But yeah, the CGI did not hold up well.
No.
And Iron Man, okay.
Iron Man. All right. And then 3, 2, 1, 8 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, we're locked. We're locked right now.
I like the Iron Man movies a lot. One is specifically I like one the most.
Yeah, 1 is the best.
Um,
3 is my least favorite.
I think that
I don't like 3.
it genuinely does introduce Tony really well, and
I think it was a good starting point for the MCU to have it just be this random character that no one really knew at the time, and for them to do all of this stuff with it, and then RDJ is just like
He
one
plays
of the
the
best
roles
comic
perfectly.
casting ever
Oh my
as Iron
gosh.
Man.
I'm excited to
So-
see him in Doomsday. But I think that generally, the CGI, all the cinematography in that movie,
Yeah, the
trumps-
CGI looks
trumps
great.
in Captain
Which is like
America.
so insane to think
There's
about
such, like-
versus Captain America because it
Such
looks
a polar
fucking
like
good.
like difference in that.
Yeah, like even today, like I would say that Iron Man 1 has the, like, maybe Iron Man 2 has the better CGI just because of the briefcase and like
Yeah.
whiplash stuff. But other than that, it has the best CGI of all the Iron Man movies too.
I just think it's crazy how they went from Captain America to that. Like, how the fuck?
Yeah, no, I like.
Like, how is the CGI so different? And I get it.
And
it's
it
supposed to be,
was a
like,
3-year
techie.
difference.
It's supposed to be like more techie and everything, but like you could have tried harder.
Yeah, or
Um,
2-year. Was Captain America either came out in 2010 or 2011, so it was either 2 or 3 years after
Yeah,
Iron Man.
I think that not Captain America, Iron Man 1 is like great. I
Yeah,
loved every like scene and part of it. I rewatched it before last night. I rewatched it like a few months ago, and I watched the whole trilogy on it.
yeah.
Great. Like, I love the movies. Okay.
Yeah. Well, next thing I wanted to talk about, we did touch a little bit on something similar to it, Clayface. So obviously that movie comes out this year in October, I believe. Apparently, earlier this week, late last week, there were some early test screenings
Okay.
for Clayface. And what I heard people said was they were comparing the movie to like the Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, which is great because that's what it should be, you know, an R-rated villain movie, like villain-focused movie. But they also were comparing certain scenes to what Hulk looks like. So I'm really excited about that because that means we're getting big Clayface, not just like normal human shaped, getting like
So
different
a lot
things.
of cool scenes.
Like he is going to
Okay.
be big, which is fucking sick. And I'm so excited for that. It looks like it's going to be really good. I also recently saw someone pointing out how on like the HBO app and stuff, like you know how you can do like different profiles.
Yeah.
They have a section that's like DCU profile pictures, and it's comic variants of the characters. So they have like Superman, Supergirl, a couple others that are like already pre-established in the DCU, which makes sense. They also had Nightwing and Clayface.
Nightwing.
So
Ooh.
considering that they have Nightwing, and obviously there's the dynamic duo that's supposed to come out in 2028, I think.
Yeah.
That's going to be like the puppet animation thing, which looks kind of neat. But in some behind the scenes set photos from Clayface, like I want to say at the beginning of this year, there was like leaked set photos where there was a poster of the Flying Graysons.
Oh,
So I'm wondering if maybe we're going to see Nightwing
that would
in
be really cool.
Clayface.
Okay.
Which would be fucking insane.
Yeah, Nightwing is if they introduce Nightwing in that,
I feel like another thing they have to do with Clayface, they have to show Batman in some capacity. Whether or not it's the person who's going to play him, they need to have a Batman in a costume and stuff show up and like bring him to like prison. Like bring him to Arkham Asylum.
well, I mean it would make sense. I mean, it's kind of
And I feel like, but I also feel like that would be the perfect way to introduce Batman. Because I feel like, based off Man of Tomorrow stuff, they have to have Batman in Man of Tomorrow.
but
Because I feel like they're going to start the Justice League, and apparently Wonder Woman's supposed to be in that. Green Lantern's going to be in there. We're going to have Superman, obviously. Like,
what if instead of Batman, it's Nightwing?
honestly, I wouldn't mind either.
I think that either way they'll
Or to have it be like Nightwing on the phone to Bruce would be cool.
just like
And just have him like
introducing
mention
either
it
would be
because
great.
obviously if Nightwing exists, that means Batman's having to have been active for like a decade at that point.
Yeah. So I think either way they will introduce someone. I mean they kind of have to.
They have to introduce the Bat family.
Like,
I
there's
think.
no way.
Like, because I feel like if they do a Batman villain movie and then they don't introduce anyone from the Bat family,
That kind of doesn't make sense.
then
yeah. So I mean I have high hopes for it, but I guess we'll see.
especially considering at that point this would be the second year of the DCU.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Or I guess technically third year because I think Creature Commandos came out like near the end of 2024
Yeah.
before Superman. Superman was the first movie. Creature Commandos was the first project. Because as of right now, there's just It was Creature Commandos first, then Superman, then it was Peacemaker, then Supergirl that comes out tomorrow for me. So that was another thing I also wanted to touch on. I am going to watch Supergirl tomorrow early. So next week we will have a review for that.
You're gonna have to let me know how that goes.
I'm taking you to Supergirl.
Tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
We're going on Thursday.
I was about to say, I was like, what?
I don't give a fuck what you say. We're going on Thursday.
But we're
after you
going to
get off
Brand New
work.
Day.
Not tomorrow.
Oh, wait, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Brother. Yeah.
I'm not locked in.
Yeah. We definitely have to go to Supergirl tomorrow.
Okay.
Or I mean Thursday.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that seems like a good...
Yeah.
And
And then
seems good.
Clayface will be the third movie. And
I'm
the
excited for
fifth
that.
overall project.
I'm excited
Right?
for Clayface.
No, fourth overall project. The fifth overall project, I think, is technically going to be Creature Commando Season 2. Or
I know a lot of
Man
people are
Tomorrow.
excited about that.
Have you watched Creature Commandos?
I have not.
It was good. We should also watch that at some point.
I know a few of my friends have, and they said that it was pretty good. So
Yeah.
I've seen like little clips and a lot of the characters,
Yeah.
like Dr. Phosphorus, like
Dude, Dr. Phosphorus is such a fucking cool character. I've like always loved him, and I'm like so glad that he's getting recognition.
it does
I'm
seem.
also, since we're on the topic of DC, I'm also really excited. There's supposed to be a Mr. Miracle show, Mr. Miracle animated show.
Okay.
I don't know when that's supposed to come out. I think it's supposed to come out next year as well. Very excited for that because it looks fucking great. Let me see if I can pull up the teaser actually, because they did post a teaser I think, semi recently. But did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think that yeah, I think we actually did a lot this week.
Yeah. Well, I had one more thing I wanted to touch on, but
Well, we
I think this was the teaser they've released. But like that animation
That look-
style looks
yeah, that
so
looks
fucking
really cool.
sick.
but yeah, I think compared to like last week's episode, oh my gosh, we did so much.
Yeah.
As we watched Captain America, Iron Man, I watched Obsession finally.
Yeah. I watched 4 other
Yeah, you
movies.
watched so many movies.
Yeah.
And then I mean, we just had a lot to talk about this time, so
Yeah. Yeah. But last thing before we wrap everything up, I did want to touch on the Wolverine game.
I
I
still
don't
have
think
not
you
seen
haven't
it.
watched the trailer yet. Which that's fine. But from what I saw, apparently the X-Men don't exist yet. And it's like this other group. I'm blanking on their names, but it is like a group that's existed in the comics and stuff before that Wolverine was a part of and everything, which is super cool. So it's like kind of like a group of mutants that's not necessarily the X-Men, but it's
Okay.
like this other group.
I think I know what you're
Um,
talking about. I'm not too sure though.
I can't think of what the name is off the top of my head right now, but the like graphics and stuff for the Wolverine game look absolutely sick.
Made by the
and-
same people as Spider-Man,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's made by Insomniac.
Okay.
It is, from what I've heard, only going to be on PS5 or like on PlayStation. They're not bringing a PC port for it.
Ever?
Like they have no. Apparently they stopped like their team up thing with doing PC ports after Spider-Man 2,
That's crazy.
which I don't understand why.
Like they were making
So-
a lot of sales off that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of
And-
people play on PC, so
Yeah.
like having both Spider-Man games, just great. And then also
Well, all
Miles.
3.
Yeah, there's Miles
Yeah.
as well. But like just having that availability raises sales so much. I don't know why
Exactly.
they would stop.
Yeah. And I don't have a PS5, but
I'm not
based
gonna.
off what I saw from the game, I low-key might buy one just to play that game. It comes out in September. But the violence looks great. There's a whole thing that they show with like, because obviously Wolverine has a healing factor
Yeah.
and everything, right? And like, that was one of the main concerns that I know people had was like, how is the healing gonna work? Are you just not able to die? You can still die from what I understand, but once you get to like down a certain health level, like it like takes out chunks of like his like skin and stuff, and like it starts showing his bones and things.
That's really cool.
But it'll put you into like a quick time event essentially. Once you get down a certain number of damage, and if you miss it, you don't heal. If you hit it, it starts healing you, which is so sick.
That's a really
Which
cool
is
mechanic.
genuinely
Oh
such
my
a cool
gosh.
game mechanic. Jean Grey's also in it. That was like one of the
Okay.
main things in the trailer. They also show I'm blanking on his name.
Do you think Sabretooth will be in it?
I think Sabretooth is in it.
I would make sense. I
um,
mean, like
There was also like the Hand, I think,
Okay.
or something. Like there was like someone in like a red ninja costume. People were saying Deadpool, but it did not look like Deadpool, and I doubt it's Deadpool.
Yeah.
It did look like the Hand, so it might be the Hand. They showed some of the Sentinels, I think, as well. And then yeah, obviously Wolverine's in it, Jean's in it. Mystique is supposed to be in it as well.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let me actually pull up characters in the Wolverine game. Team X. That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it looks like there's obviously Wolverine, Jean Grey, Sabretooth. Omega Red is going to be one of the villains, which is fucking sick. Mystique, the Reavers, which might be the things that looked like the Deadpool / the Hand or whatever.
Let me look.
Bolivar Trask, don't know who that is. Oh, no, never mind. Now I'm seeing it. He's the guy that created the Sentinels. Then the Sentinels, obviously. And then Callisto is going to be in the game, which is sick. Leech is also in it. And then there's Caliban and Toad, which are other mutants and stuff, which is kind of cool. Yeah, no, definitely super hyped about that.
I do hope that we get similarly like we got in Spider-Man, I hope that we get like Wolverine suits.
I think there are. Because I think they showed that there's like the classic suit, like the brown and yellow.
Like there is a lot of like Wolverine suits, and they're not all like super diverse, but there's changes that would be cool to see, or if they even have like a Logan variant.
Yeah, I think they do as well, where it's like literally just him with the fucking tank top and the jeans.
Like
and everything.
I think that would be sick.
Yeah, and I feel like honestly they probably have like what's it called the like a variant, like Old Man Logan variant, probably.
Yeah.
Like Old Man Logan skin, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think if they would have a Logan skin, they would definitely have an Old Man Logan one.
Yeah.
But I think that is probably. Do you have anything else?
No. Yeah, that was the last thing.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good point to end off on then.
Yeah.
But I think that this
another solid episode.
We cooked
Again, Supergirl review next week. I'm very excited for it.
I don't know what to feel about it because I haven't been keeping up too much on Supergirl. But
dude,
I guess
every
we'll
time
see.
I've watched those Supergirl trailers, I've cried because it's just like I'm
Oh,
gonna be
hell no.
emotionally wrecked, dog.
Dude, if I look over and you're sobbing, I'm gonna make fun of you.
Bruh.
I'm making fun of you.
Oh hell no.
But
Yeah.
I think this was good. So
Yeah. Solid episode. Again, episodes every Wednesday. And
with every new movie that comes out Thursdays, I guess. Or do they come out Wednesday? No, it's Thursdays, Fridays.
they come out Thursday.
So we'll be back with more stuff.
Yeah, next week we'll do Supergirl.
Then we gotta watch the next things in the order.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
but
next thing. Actually, here, let's pull that up real quick before we end off. Next thing after these past two MCU rewatches, Avengers.
Okay.
One of the most peak movies of
Yeah.
the entire MCU. So
And then
Yeah.
are we watching all of the Avengers movies in
we're
order?
just doing the first Avengers next week, and then
Okay.
we're gonna do Age of Ultron, then Civil War.
Okay.
Each week. So we're not like
Yeah.
So we're gonna do. I think that's. I'm pretty sure.
I was
that's what
pretty
it
sure
is.
that
So,
was fun, yeah.
Yeah. First Avengers, this upcoming one. So we're gonna have Supergirl and First Avengers reviews.
I mean, if we end up like watching Age of Ultron,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
Yeah, we can do that too.
But
Yeah.
definitely Avengers though. So
Yeah.
either way, W
Yep. And we'll see you guys next week.
signing off.